The Cleveland Park Club Foundation is a 501c3 charitable organization designed to preserve the history of Cleveland Park and with a particular emphasis on the Cleveland Park Club building. Our current project is to replace the support wall at the front of the porch and to replace the front steps to restore the original broad staircase that existed when the house was built. This video walks through the project from the various aspects. We hope you'll consider a donation to the Cleveland Park Club Foundation. Thank you. Here we are at the club. I wanted to show you the different aspects of the project that we're raising funds for. One of the aspects is to restore the front steps of the porch. You can see from the sideway apron how wide the cement goes, and that's because the steps used to span from post to post. Our current steps are brick steps, probably added in the early 1960s, with wrought iron rails that go up the steps and then expand to either side to fill in the posts. Our plan is to remove those when we fix the wall underneath and restore a wide staircase, wooden staircase, that will span from column to column and will fit the original wide opening of our sidewalk here. There'll be a broad grand entrance to the club's porch. The primary task of our winter project for the porch is to replace this wall that supports the west side of the porch, the front of the porch. We'll take a look on the other side of this wall, but even here from the outside, you can see that the wall is bowed. I've put a little makeshift plumb line that starts at the top of this wall. You can see the wall's cracked, and how that plumb line falls probably 4 inches by the time it reaches nearly the bottom of the wall. So there's a definite pitch outward at the top, and this is something we're going to correct. We're on the lawn looking into the underneath of the porch, underneath the front door, and you can see the exposed brick area is that wall that's bowed and failing that supports the west side of the porch, the front of the porch. So that brick wall that you see there will be removed, and we'll see it from underneath. The wall is entirely brick from here all the way over to the front steps. As part of the project, the stone foundation that's exposed here, you can see the mortar is quite eroded, and so that will all be repointed as well. An interesting side note, not this current project, but this is the original clapboard siding of the house. And this is the cement siding that was put on probably in the early 60s. One future project for the preservation of the building is to restore the old siding at some future date. Not part of this particular project, and there are so many other things that we want to get to, including a full rehabilitation of the porch. But someday we hope to get back to restoring the old building in many measures the way it was when it was built 116 years ago. Well, here we are down in the pump room for the pool. This is under the porch, and we are probably right underneath the grill. And what I wanted to show you was that the porch is supported all around on the outside by a wall that sits upon a stone foundation. So here's the stone foundation, which is in serious need of repointing, not part of this current project, but will be one of a future project. And on top of that foundation wall, you can see that this particular wall has been repaired over the years. You can see cinder block, you can see brick, and if we looked on the outside, you could see where the porch had sagged and has not yet been repaired, although the failure has been, what they say, arrested in place by this work on the foundation wall. So what we're going to do in the front of the porch, which I'll show you next, is replace the wall completely. Remove it, support the porch while it's removed, and build a new wall. So let's go into the deep underneath of the Cleveland Park Club. Okay, we are underneath the front porch, and back there is the pump room where we just visited. And here we are in the area just underneath the front steps. And what I'm showing you is a brick wall that is holding up the porch. This is the wall that we need to replace. And I showed you from the outside how it was bowed, and I'm going to show you here on the inside where there is a crack in the wall that runs the length of this little support. So here we have our stone foundation wall. And the lighting's not great, but you can see here, I could fit 2 fingers between that brick. And here I can almost fit 3. There's a big crack and a lean on top of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bricks that sit atop the stone foundation. So the idea, that's better light, is we can support the porch above, remove the brick wall, and replace it with a basically cinder block on top of this stone foundation. And we will then stucco it from the outside like it is currently, and it'll be good to go for hopefully another 100 years or more. The Cleveland Park Club Foundation is a public charity, and all donations are 100% tax deductible. Please consider making a donation at our website, cpclubfoundation.wordpress.com. Thanks for your support.